What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a very special video for you all. The time has finally come where I'm going over the very special piece of Italian prisoner of war silver that our mate Carl found a few weeks ago. I found out some very significant information, but part of this video sadly didn't go to plan. However, this is not going to be the last video on this piece of silver. I'm going to do some more videos and potentially hopefully find out who exactly was this man who was mentioned on this piece of silver. And I'm filming this after I've done everything, and I've actually just found out the name of the person who I can potentially contact to talk about this piece of silver, and they specialise in dating back and finding the relatives of things like this. So I'm going to talk to that person soon, and that will be out in the next episode next week. So stay tuned for that. But enough talking, let's get into this video. You're really going to enjoy this. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very, very special video for you all. The time has finally come where I am releasing a video on the information I found out on this small, unsuspecting looking silver tag that our mate found a few weeks ago. So, if you haven't seen the video already, myself, my dad of course, and our friend Carl, who my dad's known for many years and is now, we got him into detecting a few years ago, came out with us on one of our own permissions. And he managed to find a very special, small, little piece of silver. As you can see there, it is an Italian prisoner of war tag. And it says on it, POW, Fortunato, Paolo, Sidi Omar, Alex, 1st of the 12th, 1941. And there's lots going on in this tag, but I think I've managed to find out some information pretty much on each of the bits of writing on here, especially the ones like Sidi Omar, Alex, and of course, the date. So enough talking, let's get into it because this is a really fascinating bit of history. So, starting off, of course, it says POW on it. And I've got some notes written down here for everything, but POW is just prisoner of war, really. And a prisoner of war, I didn't actually know this, first of all, but a prisoner of war, it had to be a soldier. It couldn't have been a member of the public, which of course helps a lot. And then we move on to the name, Paolo Fortunato. And of course, you can hear it, it sounds like an Italian name. And we have come to the conclusion that it 100% is from an Italian soldier from World War II. And I haven't got any major information on this, sadly, but I've just got, it's an extremely Italian name, and after searching up results of soldiers called Paolo Fortunato, there's nothing really exact, but it just does say a list of names, and there's lots of Paolo Fortunatos basically, but sadly I haven't managed to find out anything very intricate about Mr. Fortunato. But then moving on to Sidi Omar. Now Sidi Omar, at first when Carl found it and I had a look at it, it looked like it was numbers because it's definitely hand inscribed, and I believe it was hand inscribed by Paolo Fortunato, because this is another one of the weird things. If it is from a prisoner of war, why is it made out of silver? Because silver is a precious metal. Surely they just have had it written down somewhere, or they would have had it as, I don't know, just a little stainless steel plaque, like a dog tag, but not silver, which makes me to believe it was either a very important person or it was handmade by Paolo Fortunato. So, moving on to Sidi Omar. There's lots of different results for Sidi Omar out there. There's a variety of things Sidi Omar is named after, but the main thing that I got is this here. I've got a little bit of information written down for you that I'm going to read right now. So, during the colonial stage of Italian Libya, a series of defensive positions were built on the Italian side of the frontier wire, which is Libya. as support for Fort Capuzzo. I think I'm saying that right. Also called Sidi Omar by the British Libyan Sidi Omar. So simply there, Sidi Omar was a place in Libya, and it was a battle, and it was a defensive position, basically. And then I've got a little picture on my screen. I'm going to put it up right there of what I've basically said of the defensive position and all that stuff up just there. But Sidi Omar was a place around the world as well, because there was multiple different places called Sidi Omar. There's lots of things that are called Sidi Omar, but this is the main one in World War II that links up to the date, which I'll talk about more in a second. And as well as Sidi Omar, there's also one other thing that I'm not 100% sure on. So, as you can see, there's a date on there, which is the 1st of the 12th, 1941. And lots was going on at that time in World War II. But the main thing that I've got is something called Operation Crusader, which started on the 18th of November 1941 and ended on the 30th of December 1941. Now I have lots of information here, which I'm not going to read off all of it. But Operation Crusader basically was a military operation of the Western Desert Campaign during the Second World War by the British 8th Army. And it was basically the Allied forces against, at the time, Germany and Italy. And it was a big success for the English, and the Italian suffered many losses, as well as the Germans. But also there was quite a few Italian soldiers who were taken as prisoners of war. However, I've not managed to find out the names from those prisoners of war, but I've found, obviously, a list of the number of them. There was about 20, something like that, and they were all soldiers, but obviously many more were killed. So I have reason to believe that Paolo Fortunato was potentially taken as a prisoner of war during Operation Crusader, as it matches the dates perfectly, and it is also closely related to Sidi Omar as well. However, there's one more thing that I'm a bit confuzzled about. Alex. What is Alex? Is it just a name, or does it stand for something? I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it could be a name, but also it could stand for the raid on the port of Alexandria, which was in the 19th of the 12th, 1941. And it took place then by the Italian Navy, who attacked and sank 2 moored British naval battleships. But 6 Italian men were captured. But I managed to find out the names of those men. But there was no Paolo Fortunato mentioned, which is really, really strange. So there's a couple of things, as I'm sure you can see, I'm not 100% sure on. But leading on to, I think, the main part of this video, I'm going to try call the Italian defence, the Italian military as well, the Italian defence military. I can't remember how to say it. It was one way like that. But basically, I'm going to try call them in a second, and hopefully someone picks up, even though it's all the way in Italy and I don't get, blocked. But I'm going to call them, and hopefully I'm going to be able to talk to them if they speak, well English. And hopefully I'm going to be able to find out a bit more information, or be able to talk to someone who can potentially help me work out who exactly Paolo Fortunato was, and potentially link back to some of his family. I know that was a lot of waffle there, but thank you very much for staying to this point, because I think this is the climax of the video. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. So, as you can see, I've gathered some information on this lovely little silver tag. Of course, not all of it may be 100% accurate, but I've done the most that I think I can. So I have decided to call someone that may be able to help me. Call an organisation, essentially. So I was going to call the Italian Ministry for Defence. However, I've been trying for the last 10 minutes to call them, but none of the calls are going through, which is very annoying. But instead, my plan B is I've decided to call the Italian embassy in London. Hopefully, they can give me some information, and I'm going to call them right now on speakerphone so you guys can hear everything that goes down. It'd be quite annoying if I call them and then they can give me no information, but it's worth the shot, you know, because I have called the British military, British Legion, military defence, and they can help me essentially. But hopefully the Embassy of Italy can help me. Let's do it. Should be calling. Hold on. For some reason their website is broken, so I'm going to enter it manually on the keypad. Right, here goes nothing. Okay, it's going through, it's going through. Hello?
Risponde l'ufficio relazioni con il pubblico dell'ambasciata d'Italia a Londra. This is the information office of the Italian Embassy in London. L'ufficio è al momento chiuso. The office is now closed. Per servizi consolari o per emergenze riguardanti i cittadini italiani è necessario rivolgersi ai competenti uffici consolari italiani nel Regno Unito. For inquiries relating to consular services and emergencies concerning Italian citizens, please contact the Italian consulate in the United Kingdom.
A few moments later.
www.consedimburgo.esteri.it.
Alright, well, there was a lot of waffling there in both Italian and English, but long story short, it says they're closed. When if I search it up on Google, it directly says they're open until 6 p.m. But I mean, looking at the Google reviews, for some reason, it is pretty much 100% one-star reviews, so not sure that may be why. But it did tell me to contact another website, which I will try do now. And if I have no luck, I will come back to you. Quite upset. Okay, I've managed to find the website of the people who they told me to contact, but then it says they're closed as well, but it's worth a shot, it's worth a shot. Right, so instead of calling the embassy, we are calling the Consul General of Italy in London. Okay, 7936. Oh. Okay. Please, just, I want to talk to someone at least. Please ring. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes, I understand. Yeah, thank you so much. As you can probably see there, no one answered. Goodness me. Well, they did answer. They did pick up the phone, but no one said anything. I don't know what to do here, folks. This is quite a disappointment. I'm very, very sorry. I've tried my hardest. I've tried to contact now the Italian embassy and also the Consul General of Italy in London concerning this lovely piece of history that, of course, as you've seen, I do have some information on, but not, 100%. I haven't dated it back to the family just yet. I'm going to still keep trying. It's like metal detecting, really. You go out on a field, you've got to persevere to find the good stuff. And I think with this, I've just got to persevere to find out who Paolo Fortunato was and does he have any remaining family in this day and age. I'm going to call it there for today, folks. Of course, this has been a short little video. I hope you enjoyed it. But don't worry, there's going to be a full metal detecting adventure out on Sunday like normal. but I promise you, I will find out more information on this. And don't think I've stopped searching, because there will be more videos like this concerning this small silver tag. But that's it for now, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next.